Hello, this is Dr. Singh. My name is right over here, and I'm not in rush. I'm going to go slow, okay? Having said that, always follow the mouse and the shaded area. I'm somewhere over here, and I'm going to read. Each stock symbol is unique. Uniqueness is imposed by the PSX, which is somewhere over here. And the second rule is that each stock symbol must be in uppercase capital letters. That means capital letters. Look here on the left side. All the symbols that you see, every letter used is in the uppercase capital letters. If you don't, the PSX will not recognize. I didn't mention about the PSX yet. That's fine. Let's go over here. The first part over here, the 217 over 419, 217 is listed somewhere on this side, and 419 refers to the entry on this side. Now, before that, let me mention over here, the table that you see on the left side and the table that you see on the right-hand side are exactly the same. The only difference is the table on the left side is sorted based upon the sector number 1, 2, 3, 4. And the table on the right-hand side is sorted based upon the stock symbol. I'm back over here. Now, PSX refers to Pakistan Stock Exchange, which has nothing to do with the government of Pakistan. There are two different people, different groups or authorities or organization. If you like, you can call government of Pakistan also as a company. That's fine, but we are not going to call that, right? These are organizations, okay? Now, I'm back over here. PSX refers to Pakistan Stock Exchange. Second line says PSX is grandfather of all companies. Grandfather basically means it monitors, as I'm on the third line, monitors all public companies. What is the meaning of the word public? Public basically means when ordinary person, which is you and me, have spent the money, invested the money in that particular company. So we are not talking about the private companies, we are talking about the public company where the public spends the money. If that is the case, then that company, which is called as public, will be monitored by PSX. Let's look on this side. PSX itself is a company. How's that? PSX is itself a company. And look here, follow the mouse. There are 544 companies in Pakistan, out of which one of them is PSX. There are other 543 companies in Pakistan. They're sorted by groups, meaning, well, they're divided into groups. These groups are called as sectors. So sector is a technical name. So any company out of these 544 belongs to only and exactly one sector. And there are a total of 36 sectors in Pakistan. Okay? Who decides? You don't have to worry about it. It's a PSX and things like that. It's becomes dicey, complicated, so let's not get into that. The companies in the same sector are kind of working or doing business of the similar kind. That's how the sector is defined. Over here, watch the mouse highlighted part. The first sector, as over here, is nothing but called as automobile assembler. 11 mean there are 11 such companies. If you count this number of companies, there are 11. Well, you can see there are 11 right over here. Okay. These are the name and these are the symbol of the company, and we will deal with the individual company in a different video. So I may have already mentioned that the table on the left, which is right over here, and the table on the right have the same information, except the first one on the left side is sorted on the sector number, the second on the stock symbols. Other than that, there's no difference. Okay, let me now show you a Word document over here. In this video, we are going to discuss, here is my name right over here, right at the top, Dr. Singh. Sector number 35, the name of this sector happens to be Vanaspati and Allied Industries. That's the name of the sector. 3 means over here there are 3 publicly traded companies, and let's move forward and show you. Well, let's go slow. First of all, let's come over here. Okay, this line, read and relax. Of course, you have to read. Okay, without reading, it's, you don't learn. And relax, your mind has to be cool, relaxed, no tension, things like that. And finally, do not panic. What that basically means is some people get panic immediately that they have to understand what they're reading, understand in a matter of seconds. There we go. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. The mind, your mind, my mind, everybody's mind, every person is intelligent, but the mind takes its own time to digest. What are they learning? What are they digesting? What are they, reading? So you have to go over the material, whether it's a video or you're reading a book or you're reading an article or whatever, more than once, 5 to 10 times before you can you can really understand it. But still, after reading 10 times doesn't mean that you will, you still may have some questions. That's okay. But the main thing is you should be going over the same material again and again. So meaning you watch this video more than once, 5, 6 times. And I will recommend make friends, study together, watch together, and each can, have some question, discuss with yourself, and that's how you try to get clarity on the subject matter. Let's be here now. So this, I'm back over here, sector number 35, Vanaspati and Allied Industries. It's related to or engaged in or manufacture or sale of ghee, cooking oil, specialty fats, laundry soap, mushroom and coffee, solvent extraction, edible oil, meal extracting, refining, processing, and the sale of semi-refined washed oil and meals. Whoa, too many words, right? And too much, they are just mentioned briefly. Do you have to know them all? The answer is no. Did I say no? Yes, I said no. You don't have to know everything. At least you heard it. You read it. After that, your brain will try to remember and things like that. You remember only when when you're interested. Otherwise, it flies off the brain, meaning you forget. Let's look at this part over here. So there are 3 companies. Guess what? Let's look at company number 3. Suraj Ghee Industries, SURAJ. That's the symbol of the company. No compliant, non-compliant, and no data available. What that basically means, in nutshell, in briefly, what that basically means, the company probably either was bought up by somebody, or else it went bankrupt, or non-compliant basically means they did not follow the rules of the Pakistan Stock Exchange. Remember the PSX on this side? So for one reason or the other, I don't have to know it. Well, if you're already there, you may have heard, and you got to spend time why, what happened, and so on and so forth. It's just like when you're driving on a road, you have to look on the left side, you have to look on the right side and watch and accordingly act. It works the same in the stock market. When you buy the stock, you have to keep on watching, just like driving. Okay, so here we go. Here we are. And these are the two companies that are active. The other third one is no longer there, and I'm somewhere over here. Okay, that's how it is. Having said that, let's look at this part. I'm going to read. It is mainly engaged in manufacturing and selling of ghee, cooking oil, specialty fat, laundry soap, mushroom, and coffee. Second company, the company is engaged in solvent extraction, edible oil, meal. Principal objects of the company is to carry on business of extracting, refining, processing, and sale of semi-refined washed oil and meals at competitive prices. This is what they do. Get a feel of it. You don't have to understand every word of it, meaning of it, the depth of it. You don't have to. So when you get interested in this particular stocks, these are the symbol. You will pay more attention to them, and maybe you should read on their website of the company what they do basically. Go to their website and check it out. Okay, you got to work, do your homework. So with this, and don't listen to the people who say stock market is very, very dangerous. Well, don't listen. That's not true. The risk is everywhere, every second. Whether you're sitting at home, you have a risk. Whether you go outside the home, you have a risk. Okay, if you work somewhere, that's a risk. When you're traveling from your home to your work, you don't know what's going to happen on the way. So risk is everywhere. So why are you complaining about the stock market? And sometimes people talk about stock market without knowing what it is. They have never dealt with the stock market, but they have an opinion because they have, ego problem. They want to show it off. Unless you have worked in a particular field for a long time, you should not be talking about. General gossip is different, but they make this also as a gossip without knowing what they're talking about. So don't listen to public, listen to the people who are in it. You can be rich or richer or wealthy or wealthier if you invest in the stock market. And you should spend only that money that you're not going to need for the next 5 years minimum. If you need, if you spend the money in the stock market and you need the money within a year, well, all bets are off. You can lose or make money. But if you keep it for 5 or more years, then you're in good shape. And some people think, the stock market, why should I be watching this video? Because it's dealing with the Pakistan stock exchange, Pakistan stock market. It's the same everywhere. In every country, the stock market behaves, the terminology is the similar, same situation. If you have learned one, you have learned them all. That's how it is. It's just like driving. The first car that you drive, the first time when you're learning, that's the difficult one. But driving a different car after some time, you will see because you have already driven, the second car is easy to drive, whether you're driving in one city or one country or the other. It's, little effort and you're good to go. You can drive it, right? That's how it goes. With this, don't be afraid. I'm going to stop recording this video. Here we go. Watch it again and again, 5, 10 times, and make friends and together go over it. You will learn a lot. Stop recording. Here we go.